Hey everyone, First T here. Thanks for checking out this YouTube channel. Congratulations, Cameron Champ, on winning the 2019 Safeway Open. Here's his post-win press conference interview.
We'd like to welcome our 2019 Safeway Open champion, Cameron Champ. It's your second victory on the PGA Tour, Cameron. 33rd start as a professional, I believe. Obviously a very emotional week for you, very emotional victory. Just talk about how meaningful it is to get this second victory on your belt with the circumstances that were with you this week.
Yeah, with everything going on with my family, with my grandpa, I wasn't even sure if I was going to play. It was going to be a last-minute deal. We weren't sure how he was going to hold up. He does good majority of the days, but then sometimes he'll mention he's kind of done. He's feels like he doesn't want to fight anymore. So I showed up. I said Thursday. And teed it up, but no practice round, nothing. I think the whole week it was just there was nothing else on my mind. With everything going on, it just kind of blurred everything else. Golf, obviously it's my career. I love doing it, but it made me realize that it's not the most important thing. That there's a lot more to life than just golf, and I think that's what I really struggled with second half of last year. Just hearing everything, what people say, expectations. I have myself, other people having expectations for me. So this week it was just nice to have a clear mind and really not worry about anything.
With the victory, you move up to second in the FedEx Cup, number 2. You finished the season last season, number 62. So you've got a great head start, which is important. But do you feel like there was some divine intervention this week, something working that was a little bit unusual given the circumstances?
I don't know. I mean, I think it was just kind of meant to be in most sense. It was, I played decently at Sanderson. I felt like my game really, it wasn't fully there. I didn't feel like it was, I knew it was trending. I know me and Sean have been working hard on short game and putting. I know I'm a good driver of the ball, so we try to just leave that alone now. But I think just everything fell into place. I was hitting it well off the tee, which for me, I feel like I really feed off that. When I'm hitting it well off the tee, it just flows into every other aspect of my game. My misses are better. I didn't miss short side pretty much all week. I kept it in places where I can get it up and down. So I think it was just the flow of it.
Good. Let's take some questions. Raise your hand and we'll get your microphone. We'll start with just 1 second. Thanks.
Congratulations, Cameron.
Thank you.
Can you please tell us your thoughts over that putt on 18 when you wedged it up there to, I think, 3 feet? You took your time over that putt, but were there some emotions within you looking at that putt and trying to finish this off?
Yeah, I mean, it was, we had a good read. I knew all week, today I decided, I told Kurt, on Saturday I missed quite a few putts just over-reading them. And today, I left myself some testers quite a bit. But I just stuck with, reading them with just a little less break. So that putt, we had a good read. And at that point, it's just, I'm either going to make it or you're going to miss it. But I knew I was putting good, and I knew I wasn't going to miss that. Just the feeling I had, it was different. It wasn't nerves. It was just kind of excitement. I really wasn't too nervous. So it was a different feeling that I never had before. Versus kind of my first one where, I really struggled with nerves, adrenaline. Really the only issue I had today was on 17. I was pumped up, and really that wedge shot, it was just adrenaline. I told myself, and even told Kurt, I'm going to try to calm down because I knew it was just a delicate pitch. If I just get it on the green, it's going to trickle up, and I just overshot it.
Cameron, you saw your grandpa earlier this week?
Mm-hmm.
And can you articulate sort of why you guys have such a deep bond? I know he kind of introduced you to the game, I believe, at Hagen Oaks. And how much of your relationship with him is sort of built around golf? I mean, that's a lot of history there, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's from the age of 2. I mean, I spent more time at Grandpa's and Grandma's house than I did my house, I felt like a lot of times. I remember when I was younger, my parents worked, and Grandma or Grandpa would pick me up. I'd go hang out there all day and, jack around the backyard, hit, the thing was, the way his backyard was, we can hit it over the house and it'd fall directly into the backyard. So we just hit them back and forth, wiffle balls, to each other. So I think it just started from that. I mean, I think he's someone I want to be one day, someone I strive to be. I know my father does the same. He's kind of, my father's my hero, but I think altogether, if me and him sat down and talked, I think Grandpa is our hero. So that's kind of how I look at it. He's been a huge influence, everything he's gone through as a person. Like I said, to be so loving and passionate about others than himself, and still loving the game of golf, and then teaching his grandson, and, giving me the chance as a kid to love the game and grow the game with my family, and to be able to be sitting here with y'all.
I just had a couple questions, Cameron. Your father's first and last name and your caddy's first and last name.
Yeah, my father, Jeff Champ, and then my caddy, Kurt Kowalik.
Okay. The other question I had, Cameron, was you had mentioned this is kind of a hometown event for you, even though you're 70 miles from Sacramento, but it sure seemed like there were a lot of people in that gallery today from Sacramento. What did it mean to you to play in a family and friends so close to hometown?
I meant everything. Like I said, going through, what we're going through, is just nice to see the support. Everyone, there's a few people I didn't think were going to come, some close family friends, but just to see all the support, especially, my personal and my family's personal close friends, come out, was awesome. It's, and like I said, it's something I'll always remember. I'll say this now, and, I really feel like this will be no matter what, even if I never win another tournament again or I win however many, this will definitely be the greatest moment in my golfing career.
So last year's win, if I understand, did not get you into Augusta.
No.
So this one does, I believe.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on going there, and have you ever been there? I know we talked briefly last year, and you talked about wanting to go to places like that so your grandpa could see you play. I mean,
Yep.
how significant is that, just getting into the field at Augusta?
I mean, it's amazing. I always felt like I never wanted to play there unless I made it into the field the proper way. So, I feel like I can check that off the list. If somehow he can hold on, I mean, it's very not highly, but I think just knowing that I did it, that was my last gift to him. I told myself, I'm going to make the Masters. I'm going to figure out a way, play my butt off, and if he can hold off till April, that'd be awesome. But, obviously the circumstances are a little different, but I think just him knowing, that I made it and that I did it, will definitely satisfy him. Pop champ.
Cameron, your dad handed you a phone.
Mm-hmm.
Was that your grandfather?
It was.
And it was. What did that mean to be able to not just win, but to be able to share that moment with him at that time?
No, I mean, it meant everything. I mean, like I said, this has been a wild week, extremely wild. Just like I said, with everything that's going on, for me to do something like this, for me to win, and for him to be able to witness and watch it on TV, and I know he was probably amped up the whole time watching it. He's probably going to sleep for about a day and a half, but just for him to be able to see me, make that putt on 18 on the 72nd hole to win, like I said, that'll go down as the greatest moment ever in my golfing career.
Cameron, a lot of hugs behind the green there. Can you, I know a few of the people that were back there, but can you take us through just sort of the cast of characters?
Yeah, trying to think here. Obviously my father, my boy KJ back there, Jeff Horn, my agent Chris Armstrong, my good family member Paul. I know I'm gonna forget a ton of people. All my family, my older brother Brent, my older sister Melissa, her husband Dan, and then my brother's sisters, or my brother's wife Danielle, my girlfriend Jessica, my mom Lisa, my niece Ryan, Then my nephew Everett, who's about 1. Who am I forgetting? Oh, Madison. My sister Madison.
It's quite the crew.
Yeah, it was a big crew. I'm trying to think. I don't think I'm forgetting anyone else. Right? That.
Cameron, can you please talk about your short game today, because you didn't miss much at all, with wedges, with your putting around the green. Was that the key to your win today, was being able to get up and down and control your short game shots and make those critically important putts?
No, it was. I mean, I hit some good quality chips. Obviously, the one on 11 was just kind of it was a terrible lie. I didn't really know what to do. I know I didn't want to try to pitch it into the hill because it was sitting down. I'd basically do what I did anyway. So I figured if I can just not get under it and just kind of hit a soft, kind of a dead hand shot, and come out a little soft, and I went under it, and then I chipped it in. And then on 15, for me, 15 was the one. I knew if I can get that up and down, it would make things a lot easier. And I hit a great chip, just trickled down the hill, and I was able to convert it.
Will.
Cameron, you led at one point by 5 shots, and then you're standing on the 18th hole, and it's very much a ball game. Can you shed light on your thought process? I saw you back off on that first on the tee shot on 18, and was there any point in those last few holes where maybe you relied on some of the lessons that your grandfather has instilled in you?
Yeah, on 18, someone took a picture of my backswing when I was standing over it, so I had to back off that. And yeah, I mean, I knew I was playing well. And I told Kurt on 10, I was like, I want to play aggressive still. I don't want to just play safe and try to hold the lead. But naturally, like I said, I've only been in this position maybe, I think Mayakoba, I was kind of close in the position, and then RSM, so I've only been in it 3 or 4 times. But I think I handled it well for the most part. There were still a few shots I wish, they were kind of just a little nerve-wracking, just kind of hold-offs, and didn't finish my swing. But I think the main one was just to persevere. I mean, I knew what I had in front of me. I knew if I played my game, I can pull this off. And coming down the stretch, like I said, 17, it was just a adrenaline shot. I couldn't even get mad at it. It was, I told Kurt the same thing. I was like, I'm going to try to ease up on it. I know I'm pumped, I'm juiced. But it went over the green, and then obviously I knew I was juiced on 18 where I hit that drive. So, but yeah, I think the main one is just to persevere no matter what's in front of you, and to really focus on, the task at hand.
Cameron, you said it was a difficult. You had to make a decision whether you're even going to play. What was the process involved in that? Was there anything that Mack said that took you over the top to come here?
Well, I knew he wanted me to play. My grandma was the same way when she passed during hospice. So I knew that's what he wanted. But obviously, we have family members there watching to make sure. If something happened, I would have left. So, but he's sticking through. I know, like I said, I know he's watching on TV all day. So, Pops is fighting. But he'll always fight as hard as he can.
And also, one more thing, your dad had mentioned that he caddied for you, that your grandfather caddied for you at the first tee open several years back. Is there a special memory from that occasion?
Yeah, I think just the whole week, he had never been there before. Like I said, back in his days, it was emotional for him because, like you said, he couldn't play just because of the color of his skin. So, for him at that time, God, Pops was 72, I think 71, 72, and he caddied 5 days straight, 18 holes, which is pretty impressive, for a 7-year-old. I remember at the end of the week, he was completely exhausted, but I think it was just the adrenaline. He knew he wanted to do it. It was probably one of the last times he could actually walk that many holes and carry my bag. I remember sometimes, hole 6 at Pebble, I had to help carry the bag up the hill just to help him out a little bit. So I think just the whole experience of him being there with me.
Just take one more from Ron.
You referenced some of the difficulties your grandpa had playing the game at his age. And there's obviously been a lot of talk in the last 20 years about Tiger and diversifying the game. And that never really happened as much as a lot of people expected. But now, you know, yourself, Joseph Bramlett's back on tour, Al Varner's had some success.
Yeah.
Do you see it changing? Do you see some progress in that regard in sort of the larger scope picture of golf?
I do. You know, I think it's slowly working its way. It's making progress, and you know that's why my foundation we're really focusing on that. Hardly, you know, we're obviously just getting started. It's only my second year on tour, but you know our priorities is to target the minorities and just get them, you know, introduced to the game. You know, it's not saying we want them to play, but it's just having mentorship and having someone, you know, they can look to for things, meet other kids. But then also, you know, play golf. So, but like I said, I think it's definitely trending in the right direction. You know, as we're seeing more and more young guys. So, we'll see what happens.
Why do you think it's taking so long?
I mean, probably. I'll go no comment on that one. I'll wait on that one.
Cameron, there's many benefits in winning your exam for the next couple of seasons. There's a lot of invitational events that you get into, and one of the specifics is you'll get to start the new year at the Century Tournament of Champions at Kapalua. You've experienced that event before after winning Sanderson Farms. Just what did you experience when you went there, and what can you look forward to that might be different this year going there in 2020?
Yeah, it was an awesome experience. You know, it was my first time second time going to Hawaii, but it's just a fun event, just the atmosphere, you know, all the players, it's really relaxed. No one's really grinding. It's kind of a, you know, first event of the year, get the cobwebs off, but, you know, it'll definitely be a fun one again. I know last year my whole family went, so I'm sure that'll be the same this year, and, you know, go down a few days early and explore and do some things.
All right, we'll continue the rest of the fall with some good performances.
Thank you.
Like this week.
Congratulations once again, Cameron Champ. What are your thoughts on this year's Safeway Open? Let me know in the comments section below. And please, click on the thumbs up icon if you liked this video. Subscribing to this YouTube channel and sharing the video also helps. And don't forget to click on the notification button for this channel so you won't miss the next First 2 Tee video.